What's happening, folks? Kevin here from SportsBoxBreaks.com, coming at you live Monday night, April 17th, 2023, breaking our last case of 2022 Topps Update Baseball, Topps Chrome Update Baseball. This is Choose Team Case Break number 9. Who has who in this break? We got the Diamondbacks going to Dan B. We got the Braves and the Orioles for Dwayne J. We got the Red Sox and the Cubbies for Matthew A. We got the White Sox for Tim Q. We got the Reds for Dan B. The Guardians for Travis S., the Rockies and the Tigers for Dan B. Houston Astros going to Jared M. Kansas City Royals for Mike T. The Angels belong to Dave C. We got 3 in a row here for Christopher. The Dodgers, the Marlins, and the Brewers go to Christopher J. Minnesota Twins for Dave C. The Mets for Dan B. The Yankees for Dave C. The Oakland A's for Tommy K. The Phillies for Wesley R. Pittsburgh Pirates for Mark C. We got the Padres for Dwayne J. San Fran Giants, Christopher J. We got the Mariners for Wayne M. St. Louis Cardinals for Joe F. Tampa Bay Rays, Matthew A. Texas Rangers going to Christopher J. Toronto Blue Jays going to Dan B. And the Washington Nationals going off to Travis S. All right, guys, here we go. Last break of the night. This is almost the last break we have available on our shelf at the moment. We just got to determine kind of what's coming out and what we could put on as breaks based on the cost of acquisition and all that good stuff. All right, here we go. Open this bad boy from the bottom. I think we have one Choose Team break on the site that's still filling up, and that is the Series 2 vending. That's it. I don't know if we've ever, in the 9 years of doing this, have only ever had one break. It's a sign of the times, fellas. Stuff is too darn expensive these days. I mean, we can get it, but then we won't be able to sell it. Nobody buys into it because it's just too pricey. All right, here we go. Let's get a bunch of autos in this one. No auto guarantee. We're looking for 5-ish, give or take. All right, that's empty. Who's still hanging out there? I know I've lost a lot of the audience by this hour. What time is it? It's after 12 a.m. on the East Coast. So I'm not even sure if I have anybody actively still hanging out there. If you're out there, let me know. Tony's still here. What's going on, Tony? Tony, doing all right. I did something. I blew my back out in some capacity, and I'm like trying to sit as upright as possible so I'm not in like crazy pain. I'm like, okay, it figures that we'd be having a really long break session the day that I blow my back out, right? But that's all right. All right, how about this? We'll start off with the Julio at the very top of the stack. Never a bad thing. Let me get the camera focus working for us. Hold on a second. Julio, top of the stack. Who's got Seattle in this one? Seattle is owned by, that's Wayne M. There you go, Wayne. So all of the Julios I'll put in the stack to be fully encased up, even though they're not technically hits. But Nick Lodolo purple. Marte. Ethan Roberts, Suarez. Corey Seager with the All-Star. So the All-Stars are all refractors in this one, so I've been sleeving them, although it's probably not worthy of a sleeve on a good majority of them, but I'm still doing it. Is that... I mean, it's just a base card. I don't know if that was like in the design of the card or if that's like little speckles off the chrome face of the card. Vladdy Jr. Generation now. Austin Riley with an All-Star. CJ. Joe Morgan. Connor Pilkington. Carlos Rodon. And box number 1, and we got an auto. Yes, we do. How about Danny Young? Danny Young, rookie auto for Seattle. Wayne is the owner on that Seattle spot. Danny Young coming your way, buddy. Congrats. Sharon Duran, purple. Kyle Tucker with the All-Star refractor. Get these cards off to the side here before they get dangerously high to spill over on me. Oh man, I mean, you know what's funny is I had this same exact thing. Here's a Pena, same exact thing 6 years ago, just before I moved to Vegas, and I was like laid up. I was convinced it wasn't a back issue, but I was convinced at the time that I had kidney stones. I still don't know if I did or didn't have kidney stones back then, because I never like passed a kidney stone, not to get like too graphic. I never passed a stone, but the pain finally went away after like a week and a half. Like, it was bad, and it's the same thing I'm dealing with right now. Clayton Kershaw with the All-Star. Matt Chapman. Spencer Torkelson. And an Alec Thomas finishes it off. All right. Box uno. Empty box. No improvement since August, Tony. That is a long time to have pain. You do like an inversion table or any of that kind of stuff to try to loosen it up. Box number 2. Stay where you are cards. Bryson Stott Generation now. Spencer with another rookie. Dansby with an All-Star. Did I pass off something there? I did not. Rod Carew. Bobby Witt, Generation Now. Pena, purple, nice. MRI done, 2 herniated discs, spinal, stay on. Sounds painful, my friend. Sounds painful. How about a Jazz Chisholm with All-Star? Jeremy Pena. Jackie Robinson. Yeah, back surgery. Not something I'd want to be looking forward to as well, if possible. All-Star of Tony Gonzalez. All right, what do we got? Toronto Blue Jays getting a blue here, which is a name I can never pronounce. One of these days I should listen to somebody pronounce this name properly so I could say it. Toronto on the board for Dan B. That is to 199 for you, Dan. Kato. Maddox, Smiley, Olsen. Pena, Generation Now. Pena again. A lot of Pena appearances so far. Got a Shohei with an All-Star. Rich Hill, Rodriguez, Willie Mays, and a Kyle Bradish, last one right there. Box number 3. Empty box. Guys, we may be dark from doing breaks for like, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe even a couple weeks. We got nothing really, unless, folks start filling up some of the non-team stuff, like the Pro Sport Hit Draft for the Onyx Vintage or the Leaf Valiant. But we don't really have inventory to put on the site right now as far as choose team breaks go. But, I mean, that could change tomorrow. Jason can find, a sweet deal on something that makes sense for us to get our hands on, but as of right now, no immediate plans for it. Next box. Pena Generation Now. Connor Falefa. Peterson All-Star. Yogi Berra. Spencer Torque. Purple. Bobby Witt. That has, look at the bend in that one, man. What a chrome bend. O'Neal Cruz Generation Now. Nelson Cruz. Pena, rookie. Corbin Burns with the All-Star Refractor. Clemens. All right, I think we got a number to 99 coming up here. I see a little checker pattern of those X-Fractors coming up. How about a Pete Alonso All-Star? And here it is. How about Diego Castillo for Pittsburgh, numbering 75 of 99. Pittsburgh belongs to Mark C. There you go, Mark. Suarez purple. Ty Cobb and Rojas. Bobby Witt, Generation Now, Gio. Dustin May. And last little bit here, Alejandro Kirk All-Star. Harrison Wander showing up, Tampa Bay. Who's got the Tampa Bay spot? That is Matthew. Ken Griffey Jr. and then a Jonathan Villar, purple, last one in the stack there. All right, next box. I've already pre-sliced it. Empty box. It is 3. You know what's funny about that is it's 3 loose ones, I believe, but I still have them in the original box they came in. The box is 5 feet high. The box is 5 feet high by about 2 by 2, so it's like a 2 by 2 cube, 5 feet high, with 3 full-size helmets in it. But yeah, I believe it's 3 individuals. I haven't even opened the case, the box they came in, but yes, my understanding is it's 3 individuals inside of that thing. But they're individually packaged up, so like if when I open that thing, I'm not gonna like see who they are. They're individually like enclosed inside of a sealed, TriStar box, I believe. Three per case. I mean, if so, the case is freaking massive. I'm looking at the description of it right now. 2023 TriStar Hidden Treasures Football Autograph Full-Size Helmet. Yeah, I think they're just individually boxed. But beats the heck out of me. Like I said, they're still sitting there unopened intentionally because the damn thing was so big. I was just like, I left it by my front door. It sits there currently. So if you do want one, I will certainly pop that open. And we could take a look-see at one of them. All right, here we go. I mean, they're probably awesome. Big names in that stuff. Did you see the list? I mean, big names. Spencer Torkelson, Generation Now. CJ. Miggy, All-Star. Guillemot, Frank Thomas, Bo Bichette, Spencer Torkelson with a purple. I actually have one personal box, I believe, of Onyx Vintage Football to do after this, so I would be in personal break mode for a brief time. And of course, that won't take very long to do. Xander with an all-star. Dustin May, purple. Chipper. Chris Bryant. I mean, if you want all three, I can ship you the whole thing. It's just throwing that out there. Sealed. Vladdy Jr., Generation Now. Bruhan. Aaron Judge, All-Star. And what do we got? Chris Archer, Twins, going to be numbered to 250 on that one. Nice. 136 of 250. Minnesota Twins going to Dave C. Eddie Murray, Royce Lewis. Suarez, Suzuki. I'm going to put the Suzukis off to the side, although I don't know if it's necessarily warranted. All right, last little bit from this box. If I can lift the darn things. Bobby Witt. Manny with an all-star. Carlos Correa, Clemente, and Chris Archer. All right, next, let's pre-slice. Here we go. Empty box. My fear, if you do grab one of those, is that the thing is so big, I'm not even going to be able to get it into the camera frame. I used to have the overhead camera when we were doing the Transcendent cases that we bought. Those suckers were so big, I set up a second overhead camera just to get an overhead shot on that. Says one, not sure what you mean. Says one per box, per case. All right, next box. They are falling already. One Hall of Famer, one fan favorite, and one current star per case. 3 helmets per case. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, I would love to see it break. Once one of those actually goes off, I'm sure the others will go pretty quickly. Once folks see the craziness that is that stuff. Kyle Schwarber with the purple. Very nice. Julio, All-Star. Pulled him in the last case as well, that same All-Star card. Hunter. Romo. Mel Ott. Pena, purple, nice. Mackenzie Gore, Bo Brisky. Suzuki, Richie Palacios, purple. What am I doing? Kyle Schwarber with the All-Star. Spencer Torkelson, nice one right there, purple. Julio, purple, nice. Julio, non-purple. Wow, this is the box of Julio. Yet another one. 3 in a row in very short succession right there. O'Neal Cruz, Zimmer, and Muzziotti. And here it comes, guys. Our next one is going to be a Montero for the Rockies. Colorado Rockies rookie auto. And that's going to be Dan B on the ownership. There you go, Dan. Nice. Montero, rookie auto coming your way. Tapia. All-Star of Ramirez. Bobby Witt. MJ, purple. Bryce Harper, All-Star. William Woods. Bannon. Jimmy Fox. And Bryson Stott finishes it off. All right, box number 5 down. Here comes 6. I've already pre-sliced. Let's split these guys up. 3 and 3. 6 boxes left. This box represents the halfway mark. And we are at 26 minutes, pretty much on par to be a 1 hour, 5 minute break, something like that. Empty. All right. Taking a sip of my beverage, and sure enough, the whole stack collapses on me here. These chrome cards are slippery buggers. Stay where you are. You mix up chrome cards and a nice bend in the chrome cards, and they don't want to stay put. Joey Wentz. Royce Lewis generation. Now Donaldson, purple. What do we got? Hernandez, Washington. We got a Stanton All-Star. Kirby Puckett. What do we got here? We got Brad Miller for Texas. That is going to be number to 75. Nice. Brad Miller, 42 at 75. That goes to Christopher J. Nick Plummer. Contreras All-Star. Wander, nice one right there. Wander, Tampa Bay, purple rookie action. Spencer, Reed Detmers, Al Kaline. Let me shuffle these off to the side, make some room. Suzuki, Generation Now, Sean Doolittle. And here comes our next auto. How about an Ethan Roberts auto for the Cubbies? Cubs going to Matthew. Ethan Roberts, rookie auto, bud. Congrats, congrats. Cubs on the board. Will Smith, Goldschmidt All-Star. Chris Bassett, Mets, purple. Brooks Robinson, Montero, Yordan Alvarez, MJ Melendez, Josh Gibson, and Joe Ryan for the Twins, last one. Next box. That's empty. Stay where you are. I'm actually going to maybe do a little mini stack in front of the main stack here because they are getting top heavy. All right, let's look at this mini stack. Shane Baz, Generation Now, Renee Pinto, purple. Suzuki. Verlander All-Star. Paredes purple. Bobby Witt. That was Sean Doolittle flying out of there. Teddy Williams. Acuna Jr. Suzuki purple. Ooh, I'm getting tired, guys. Nico. Here comes Wander. Wander with another rookie. Mookie is an all-star refractor. Mike Schmidt. Bobby Witt. Purple. Pena. Wander Generation Now. Hunter Green. Julio. There we go. Little Julio. Castillo All-Star. Brujan. MJ Melendez. That should be, I think, numbered at 299, right? Yes, sir. 299 on the Melendez. And then Joe Perez. These cards are slippery buggers. Syndergaard, Michael Fulmer, Shane McClanahan All-Star, AJ Pollock, DeGrom, and Grichuk, last one. Okay, next box. Thought I pre-cut. No, pre-cut now. Empty box. I swear these cards are getting progressively more like bent the deeper we get into the boxes here. So I'm going to do 2 stacks here. Okay, here we go. Tatis, I've got a Miranda purple. Freddie Freeman. Nestor Cortez with the All-Star. Suzuki with the purple. Nick Pivetta. Satchel Paige. Peterson. Did I miss somebody in there? I guess I did not. Oh, Pena. Pena. Followed by Julio. Some big names followed by big names. Gray. Trey Turner with the All-Star. O'Neal Cruz. All right, second side. Thought I saw like light blue. Do I see a redemption? Are there even redemptions in this? Maybe I'm just seeing the reflection of something. Yeah, I guess it was. All right, we did not get a redemption. We got a live auto here for the Reds, which is owned by Dan B. A little rookie auto of Mark Kalasvari. Reds coming your way. Dan B., congratulations, sir. Trevino. Freeman with the All-Star. Trevor Story. Reggie. Kirby. Max Scherzer. Suzuki. Contreras All-Star. Julio purple, nice. Cole Sands. Mookie Betts and Martinez for the A's with a purple. All right, next box. We'll have 3 to go after this. And I'm glad there's only 3 to go because I am losing steam, fellas. Losing some steam. I know Jason was in first, but I was kind of hanging in the wings for the full duration of the 4 hours or whatever that Jason put in, and then these additional hours, so it turns into a long break session for the guy that comes on second. I watch some of these online poker guys that do live streaming on both YouTube or Twitch, and some of these sessions they put in on, like, and I guess the gamers do it, the regular gamers do it too, but like 11, 12 hours on the live stream. I'm like, my brain would be mush. You're just like talking and trying to stay slightly entertaining for the whole duration of 11 hours. I guess they're not doing something physical like this. They're just sitting there clicking the mouse, but it's all brain work for 12 hours straight. I think it's just you and I, Tony. I think it's the two of us. Although there are some folks that just kind of hang out and, you know, don't chime in a lot. So I see like 4 people actively watching right now. So there could be a couple folks just hanging out but not really interacting, which is totally fine. All right, let's get these cards in such a way so they don't fall over on themselves. And let's look at them. Josh Lau, Devers, Castillo, Albert Pujols with the All-Star, Kirby, Silseth, Bob Gibson, Kluber, Shane Baz. There we go. Generation Now of Julio. That's a good looking card. I like that big Seattle coloring on the front of that card. Devers All-Star. Look at this Sanchez card. Like, I know it's, you know, not really a high value card, but there's like 3 dingers. Like, there's a dinger here, there's a dinger here, and there's a dinger here on the chrome face of the card. Like, they just beat the card up. Stallings, Bobby Witt. Grabbed an Onyx. Excellent. I have an Onyx football personal to do for someone as well. So, Kikuchi, Bo Bichette. I mean, the offer still stands. No pressure, of course, but the offer still stands. I will gladly do one of the football helmets for you. We got a Vladdy Jr. All-Star. Got a Pache Purple. Gary Sanchez, Johnny Mize, Stroman, Spencer Torkelson, Bobby Witt with a purple. And last little bit here. What do we got? Alcantara with the All-Star. And Rich Hill. Rich Hill numbering the 250, Boston Red Sox. Red Sox going to Matthew. Hank Aaron and a Luke Williams. 3 boxes left, fellas. 3 to go. Pre-slice time. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, they're like definitely doing something. They're handling them very roughly in some way, shape, or form to put dingers on these chrome cards like that. Empty box. Whoa. I've done that like 3 times so far. I grab one pack and I somehow inadvertently flick another pack right off the top. Luckily, this whole surface is a big mouse pad. This is like one of those full desk gaming mouse pads. Actually works really well for having the cards laid out on top of and handling cards on top of it that are delicate. All right. You know what? I'm just going to leave them like that because as soon as I was going to say, as soon as I spin them, I'm going to knock them over. And then what do I go and do like a boneheaded move and knock them over anyway? Oh, it's getting late, guys. All right, Kevin Smith, Reed Detmers, Carlos Rodon, purple. Got to give myself a little bit of space to be able to grab them there. We got a Tatis generation now. Simmons, purple. Jared Duran. Juan Soto with the All-Star. Nestor Cortez. And even that, like, look at this, like, roller line down that card. Right off of his, like, junk area. I don't even know if that's a roller line or if that's some kind of, like, glue adhesive that's just, like, strung down the front side of that card. A little bit of glue residue there, too. Severino. Rodriguez, Romo. Francisco Morales, Jeremy Pena. Marte with the All-Star. There we go, Julio, one more time. MJ, Matt Chapman with the purple. Rogers Hornsby. There's Julio, generation now. I like it. Second one. Wander, and here comes a number to 99 in a second here. And, ooh, it's an auto, too. Wander in front of it, and it's going to be Danny Young. Danny Young for the Seattle spot going to Wayne. Rookie auto. Wayne, there are some roller lines on, and I'm looking at them as we speak here, buddy. You can see them kind of like right there as I'm putting it in the reflection. Numbering on that for you, not to 99, but 51 of 125 on that one. Danny Young, Mariners auto. Congrats, nice card. Behind it was the Nelson Cruz purple. Byron Buxton All-Star. My Like, look at that in the corner, right? I don't know. Diaz, Brash, Frank Robinson, Pineda, Lodolo, Ref Snyder, Jeremy Pena. I'm sure there are, right? What I wonder is with the whole takeover of, Fanatics to Topps, like, I wonder if anything changed in their production facilities or if they just, everything kind of stayed the course. Marte, Marsh, Ozzie Smith, and a Savale. All right, 2 boxes remain, guys. I'm going to do this. Give myself a little extra room to work. I assume they're just a big sheet, and then they stamp them out of the sheet, right? Oh, I know for a fact they're a big sheet. It does seem like the quality has diminished since since Fanatics started becoming the owner. Who knows? I remember stories of, the Ken Griffey Jr. era with Upper Deck and how, they had no inventory control on that. They would just print off as many cards as the production line would actually make. They were like, yeah, we were just basically printing $100 bills every time we printed another Ken Griffey Jr. card. Just like big one sheets of Ken Griffey Jr. rookies. Wonder how many people inside that company got rich during that period of time. Taking a little inside whatever. Take a couple sheets of them home. I think there was like a documentary or something that was talking about it. Like just a couple of years ago, I watched it. It was about the card industry in those years and stuff like that. And guys that owned card shops were doing so well. And then all of a sudden, one fine day, boom, just the bottom dropped out. I feel it's in a smaller way happening as we speak, actually. Like the same thing. Like we've been doing this almost 10 years. And we're at the lowest point, unfortunately, that we've seen in our 10-year run. Like this card industry feels at the worst point it's been in the last 10. Even like prior to 2016, like it wasn't even as bad then. Like now, here's my take on it. They've set this bar as far as how much they want to charge for these products, right? And they're not backing down on that bar. They're still charging these exorbitant amounts directly from the manufacturer and from the distributors as far as like how you can get your hands on this stuff. The problem is, let's say you pay $3,000 for a case of cards on the day of release. The next day, here's a Bobby Witt Purple, very nice, Kansas City. That's going to Mike T. The next day, that same $3,000 case might now be worth $2,100. So if you don't like instantly flip that shit, and you're buying it at the release day price, which is as good as you can get it for release day, you're screwed. You just lost 30% of the value on that product. So if you're in that, let's say you're involved for 5 figures or 6 figures worth of inventory, that adds up quick. That just happened to us. We had to have a fire sale with all the stuff that was still sitting on our shelves just to recoup a bunch of money. Sealed boxes at estate sale, old car dealers, yep. All-Star of Manoa. the values just move so quickly on this stuff, usually in the wrong direction for the last 6-8 months to a year, that you can't sit on anything. Here we go, Wander Generation now. Spencer Torkelson. Acuna with an all-star. Steven Matz. Joey Wentz, that's going to be numbered to 299. Tigers. Max Scherzer. Where before, like I don't know, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, like if something came out on release day and it was a $3,000 case, there's a good chance by the next week that case would be worth like $3,200. So you could actually sit on it and even increase in value and make a couple extra dollars. Not the way it goes now. It's more volatile than Bitcoin. Diego. Nolan Arenado All-Star. Mariano and a George Kirby. All right, guys, we're 11 boxes in. We got one more to look at. Here it comes. That is empty. eBay singles. Few people get cards listed the same day as release. The next couple days might not get half of the release prices. Yeah, I mean, you're only as good as getting it out there as quickly as possible, being first to market or whatever. There's very few products in the new release cycle that maintain their value or possibly increase in value. Like very few. Maybe like Prism Basketball, Prism Football. None of the top stuff, really. Maybe, like, I don't know, Bowman or something. I don't even know, you know? Like, even that, not so much. NT Basketball, like, just like the really high marquee kind of stuff. That's why we can't even sell it as breaks. I know I've talked about it, like, you know, up and down. I've talked about, like, guys will ask us, how come you guys don't do the new release breaks anymore? Well, we get all the products. We just can't sell them as breaks because the prices are so exorbitant, because we have to pay such a high dollar value to get this stuff, that the teams translate to being worth, you know, X amount of hundreds of dollars each, and then nobody buys them. Like, we have a specific buying crowd that likes a price point, say, under $100. Those teams, especially the highest of the high-end teams, would be, like, ridiculous. So the price in the market has kind of squeezed out folks from doing choose team style breaks a lot of times. That's why a lot of these other guys are doing, like, choose player breaks and all kinds of crazy shit, because you can kind of hide the cost when you're selling 130 spots in something versus 30 spots or 32 spots. You can kind of spread it out. I don't know. So then it's like, well, why don't you guys start doing player breaks? We can't even do, like, random breaks. We've tried regular old random style breaks throughout the years. We've done a few here and there, but our crowd has just really established itself as being a choose your, pick your team style crowd. So that's the end of my spiel. I'll get off my soapbox. All right, here goes. Last box. Let's make it good. We got a Nick Lodolo. Got a Royce Lewis Generation Now. Bobby Witt. Jose Trevino, purple. There's a Springer All-Star. Austin Meadows. Max Scherzer. MJ Melendez. Royce Lewis. Altuve All-Star. Julio purple. Nice one there. Julio purple. Yeah, exactly. Like some guys see the value in it, like yourself, Tony. You see the value in the randoms. You can get a very expensive team for, $39 or something. All right, guys, we got it. We got an auto in the last box. We got a Muzziotti for the Philadelphia Fightin' Phils. That's going to Wesley. Rookie auto coming your way, Wesley. Congrats. But a lot of guys are just like hell-bent, like, I want my Yankees, I want my whatever, and they don't want to get involved in a random scenario where they're not going to potentially get their team. So, and some guys, like I know several other breaking operations, pretty much only do randoms. We have never had success selling out randoms. Craig Kimbrell. Stallings purple. Vladimir Guerrero. Jesus Sanchez. Jacques Peterson. And we're getting down to it here, guys. Last of the last. George Kirby. Freddie Freeman. Mikey Trout All-Star. Nice. Jose Miranda. Nick Pivetta. Kimbrel, Miggy, and how about a Suzuki purple for the Cubbies to finish off that stack. All right, guys, that's going to do it. That's all of it. That's our last Chrome update case. That was break number 9. These will ship out of the next shipping batch that leaves Vegas. And as always, guys, thanks for getting it filled up. Do appreciate it.